Welcome everybody, it's RustyMoney here on PlayStation Network and RustyMoney Gaming on YouTube. We're here for another live episode of the 200 horsepower challenge here on Calmlands. This is my extended version to this challenge, so welcome in everybody. Hope you're doing well. As we've got some more work to do here on the old Calmlands map here. Ronnie, welcome my friend. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. We're gonna do a little decorating around this manure business here. And then we will do some other things. How's everybody doing today? What do we got there? Artemis, welcome my friend. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by the old live stream. Get this all decorated the way I want it to be. I'm good. Alright, sweet. Glad that you are doing well, my friend. Let's get this. Probably won't have a whole lot of people watching, but hopefully we get more later. There's a lot of people watching Farmer Cop right now, or there was anyway, if he's still alive. I was lurking. I wasn't listening. I had it on mute, but I was watching his live stream as I was watching Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago PD with Mrs. Money just before I went live. Spaz with the coffee and the donuts. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by the live stream, buddy. Let's get this here. Let's go right here. That's going to be a good place for it. Oh, sure. It takes away my lines. Alright, we'll hide the line. We'll make it at least a 3-stall bay. Yeah. Alright. We need some more vehicles. We need some decorations here. Good, sir. Just got off work. Gonna be heading home. I'll be back. Alright. Sounds great, my friend. We'll see you when you get back. Let's put that one there. And what can I come up with decorations to put to hide that deal? Oh, let's see. We could go with this. That'd work. We could put this here. Hide that. Is it yeah, right? Is it Tuesday yet? I agree. I agree, my friend. I agree. I'm doing my best, everybody, to try and, I'm sorry, but try and not watch very much, because I kind of want to do my own little, first look live or whatever it will be with my own channel. So I don't really want to, I just try not to watch too much of it all. I've watched some. I'll tell you what I have watched. Ronnie says, I wish it was the 10th. Okay, the 10th. What's special about the 10th? Industrial hatch. Hey, we could put an industrial hatch right there. That would work. That would hide that stuff. Kind of. There we go. Yeah, we'll put a hatch there. That'd work. And we could put some... Well, let's see. What do I want to do? Whoops. Didn't mean to bump that button. I want to stay with this. Let's go to landscaping and painting. Let's go with some more of our colors here. We're going to go out here a little further with this till I figure out how I want this to look. And that works there. Okay, now let's get some grass in there. I actually didn't add any money or transfer money, everybody. We got enough money here, so I'm just using the money I got. Let's see what Ronnie said there. The 49th anniversary of the Edmund Fitzgerald sinking in FS25 comes out. FS25 comes out on the 12th. Let's see, painting. Asphalt. Well, that looks different. That's a different pattern of asphalt there. I want the same asphalt pattern. Nope, if you pre-ordered 25, you can play it on the 11th, I meant. Oh. Okay, what, like at midnight or something, probably? We'll just forget that. Let's go paint right here. And we'll paint right here. The auto downloads on the 10th of November. It does? Okay. Well, I'll just wait and see. Wait and see what happens. Okay, that's all good there. I'm going to trim that back like so. I'm gonna turn this one back like so. Let's see now. Hey, Lonnie. Hey, Rusty. How are you doing tonight, buddy? P.S. What happened to your face? Lonnie, well, it starts like this. Mrs. Money told me I needed to trim. It was getting pretty shaggy. And then we FaceTimed our daughter last night, and my daughter said, Dad, you need to trim. So I attempted to trim this morning, and I got a little too far in on one of my sideburns, you know, a little too far back to my ear, and it wasn't matching on this side, and I thought, oh God. This happens every time I got a trim. I'll straighten it, you know, and it'll all look good, and I thought, no, This looks lower than this side. So we'll fix it some more, and the next thing you know, you ruin everything you started. And so I just cut it all off and thought, you know what? I'm just gonna start all over. So it'll grow back, you know. It'll grow back. It's just gonna take a little time to grow back, but yeah. You look younger. You look way different. I know, right? I do. Especially for those of you that actually are friends of mine on Facebook. Yeah. You saw it a whole lot sooner. Alright, I'm gonna put a strip of grass in here. I think. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll paint that in there with some grass. Yeah, so, you know, it is what it is, I guess, you know. Yeah. Alright, so, now we got that there. Okay, now we need to put a truck over here, and I had a truck in mind to put over there, so let's put that over there. I had an idea for over here. Do. Let's get to the vehicles clear over here. We're gonna grab this red truck. We're gonna stick it right up to this door here. I'm gonna put her down right there. Oh, we could actually went back further. Tennessee Farmer, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? Let's put that right there. Okay, then we're gonna put some decorations on it. Now, it's, you know, I want it to be, it's like a manure production, right? So, gonna be a couple of different ways that the manure will haul on that flatbed there. Let's see, what do we got here? Doing great, right? Good. I'm glad you're doing great, my friend. I'm doing pretty well myself. Could do these metal boxes, but then it doesn't look like there's anything in them. We're gonna use these, I think. Gonna be like pallets of manure on there. Whoa. Camera collision. There, that'll work. And then we'll... Oh, what do I want to put else here? I watched a lot of Tennessee Farmer. No. So what I have watched is I watched Farmer Cop's very first one this morning. I was able to watch it before I went to work, and it was his top 10 tips for people gonna play FS25, something like that. And then I watched half of, well, no, 3/4 of, because I probably have like 10 minutes left. 3/4 of Mr. Sealy P's video on the like landscape and build mode screen. And then that's it. I was gonna watch Daggerwind's first episode, but I didn't do that yet. What I really trying to do, everybody, to be honest, and this is gonna be tough this weekend, is I'm trying to keep it to myself because I want to do my own live stream with all of you, and I want to be excited about it. I don't want to, I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm here showing you what you already know. Well, I mean, that's going to happen anyway because you all are going to be watching it, but I want it to be an excitement for me, which will make the live stream, I think, more interesting because then you all can teach me things that I haven't learned yet. If that makes any kind of sense, you know? That's kind of how I feel about it. I tried to do that in FS9 or FS22 when it came out. It didn't quite work that way. So, we'll see, but I'm going to try really hard not to watch too much. All right, I think that's going to work right there. Okay, and then back. Whoa, wrong button again. Let's get over here. We gotta cut that back there to painting. Get that. Eric D, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, Eric? Thanks for stopping by the little live stream. Let's see. I don't really know if I really want to put anything else there, really. I think that'll work. That's a little added decoration for it. Okay, we could put... I'm good, buddy. I'm not too bad. Let's do a little, oh, that's gonna be in landscaping. Let's go to trees. Maybe we can throw a tree in here somewhere. Add something to it anyway. They do give you more save slots. I'll leave that out there. Don't want to ruin it for you, buddy. Alright, Tennessee farmer. I mean, I did learn a few things, Alright, that'll work. That'll work. We'll go with that there. Okay, let's get back in our tractor here. Putting soybeans in this field right here. So yeah, I watched Farmer Cop's one of his very first videos that came out early this morning, and it was like his top 10 tips for new people playing FS25. And then I watched this afternoon, or I shouldn't say this afternoon. Was it this afternoon? After work, excuse me, today, after work, I started to watch Mr. Sealy P's video about the landscape mode. Landscape and build mode menus. That's really about all I've watched. Now, I was in Farmer Cop's live stream, but I wasn't listening. I just was watching, and I had it on mute while I was watching Chicago Med, PD, and Fire with Mrs. Money just before I went live. So I really wasn't paying attention to Farmer Cop's live stream. I just had it there on the laptop down here in front of me, just on mute. I was paying more attention to Mrs. Money's TV shows because I get really interested and focused when I watch that especially Chicago Fire and Chicago PD. Yeah, so does my wife, Eric. She watches them all. So I'm so done with 22. I know, Ronnie. I know. The graphics do look good, Tennessee. I will say that. It makes me really want to see if Mrs. Money's up for getting a more improved TV, like 4K or whatever. Getting a better TV. Do I really need it? No. But it would be nice. So I'm gonna go live again this weekend, everybody, a couple more times. I know people will be watching FS25, but we're still gonna go live. You can get 4K TVs for pretty cheap these days. LG B4 is a great model and is on sale now. Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, we gotta put corn in this big new field. Well, I shouldn't say it's new, but it's got an extension on it. So corn's going in that field, and then I think I got all the fields replanted. I just gotta get that grass back there picked up. I've been playing this off camera quite a bit, everybody. Dogcat, welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. I think I have like almost like 315 or almost 320 hours on here now. I've played this game save a lot this week. Before work every morning and after work, and I haven't been on Alone in the World very much. I just keep going back to this one just because there's so much on here that I want to do. I don't know, it's just I really like the game save. I'm probably going to live stream Alone in the World this weekend and probably Deadwood. Crusty and I's challenge will be out as soon as I can get it recorded. Rusty, is that really you? Did you do a sponsored shave for charity? No, I didn't. It wasn't a planned shave at all. Jack, it wasn't. Mrs. Money was wanting me to trim, and then we FaceTimed my daughter last night. She's like, Dad, you need to trim that up. So I tried trimming this morning, and of course, you start trimming, and then you're like, well, this side looks lower than this side, and so then you try and fix it, and the next thing you know, you messed it all up. And so finally it was the point where I was upset, and I'm like, I'm just going to cut it all off, and I'll let it grow back again. So, yeah. Looking like new money, not rusty money. That's a good one, Tennessee. That's a good one. Beards for the win, right? Oh, the beard will be coming back. Mrs. Money's already said you need to grow that back fast, is what she told me. And my wife actually is a person that does not like facial hair at all. But uh, how it all happened is a few years ago, I'd say like 3 years. Well, it'll be probably like 5 years ago now. All right, dog cat, that was quick. We'll see you later, my friend. Have a good night. Um, like 5 years ago now or so, one of our dispatchers had got married, and so a lot of us cops that worked here in this area were the ushers in the wedding. And so she wanted us all, because it was in November, she wanted us all to do No Shave November and either grow a mustache, goatee, or a beard for the wedding. So most all of us grew a beard. And then we were able to convince our supervisors if we could keep our beard. And yeah, so then ever since then I've I've had a beard. And then I had another trimming accident shortly after that. And my daughter, thanks to my daughter, because I've always wanted to grow a beard, she came home and she goes, "Dad, you need to grow that back. You look so much better with a beard." And she was standing in the kitchen where I was, and she looked over at Mrs. Money and said, "Doesn't Dad look better with the beard?" Finally, Mrs. Money's like, "Yeah, I think you're right." So then I've just, yeah, always had a beard since then. But prior to like 5 years ago or so, yeah, if I even tried to grow a few whiskers, I was in the doghouse. It's just the growing process, that rough phase. Yeah. I mean, yeah, so anybody wants to donate to the channel or support the channel, you sure can for a baby face cam live, I don't have a problem with that. That's all your choice, but we didn't shave it for any charity or anything like that. We shaved it because I made it a mess this morning, and it didn't look good. Let's just say I tried to fix it and I'm like, "Nope, that don't look good." First person that's going to notice that is my wife, because my wife is like one of those people where you hang a picture on the wall and you try and hang one over next to it. If it's off, just like a hair off of being level, she's like the first person to point that out. I'm sure you all know somebody like that. Maybe it's your wife or girlfriend or whatever. She's horrible at that. So I'm like, "Nope, okay. Let's just cut it all off and start over." So that's what we did. Miss Tennessee would beat me if I shaved my beard. She actually cuts mine. Well, so I learned this morning. Funny you say that, Tennessee. I learned this morning at work, because I know a few of you probably remember this, but one of the guys that works for me in parts is actually Mrs. Money's youngest brother. So it's my brother-in-law. He started after I did. He just started like 6 months ago? Anyway, come to find out this morning when he saw that I was all shaved off, he said, "What happened?" I said, "Well, I tried trimming." He said, "Yeah, uh, my wife won't let me do that." I said, "What do you mean?" He says, she has to trim it for me. He can't trim it at all. She trims it, because otherwise, yeah, this happens. It looks bad and then it just needs to come off. So I'm like, but I don't see Mrs. Money being like, yeah, I'll trim it for you. I don't see that happening. I guess I just need to get better with the old learning how to make a straight line, learning how to make a curve line as well. But, that's difficult. So we're putting corn in this big old field here. Oh, and guess what? We have our first production available at Grandpa's farm to sell from the ethanol. Yeah, we do. We have ethanol finally at Grandpa's farm. You don't go to the I go to the barber shop. Yeah, I go to the barber shop, but I mean, I'd have to go to the barber shop a lot. If I'm gonna keep it looking nice, and that's expensive. I mean, I can't imagine what you all people pay in the big city, but even here in little old podunk Midwest Nebraska, 1,800 people, it's like $22 to cut this hair up here and trim my beard. That's without leaving a tip. That adds up. Of course, me going to the coffee shop every morning too, that adds up. I need to cut that back because I'm really bad about that. I go to this mom and pop coffee shop every morning before I go to work. At least Tuesday through Friday. Because Mondays they're not open, so I can't go. But it's like $5.35 for my large cup of coffee. Beard trims here are about 25. I sometimes let the barber trim my beard, but I mostly do it myself, but my beard is kind of bushy. Well, mine was really bad. Mrs. Money was like, you know what? You can have your beard, but keep it looking nice. She said it was so bushy that there was like hairs sticking straight out sideways. Both sides of my face. I'm like, what? Now, come on. Be real here. It's a beard. Hair is going to stick out every different direction. Gremio Gardens, welcome, my friend. How are you? John's like, true. So then, it was getting to the point where it was pretty bushy, and I'd sit there and you know, I'd pull on my old hair and I'd twist it around, and she goes, all right, if there's that much to grab there, you need to cut it off. Diablo, welcome, my friend. I'm doing great, Gremio. I'm doing great. We're talking about my baby face now, Gremio. I am in my late 40s, but now, yeah, one of the ladies at work this morning said, well, no, it wasn't her. It was my boss. My parts manager said, I think you just cut 10 years off of your life. He said, you just cut 10 years off of your face. Oh, well, thanks. I hate this look. Sorry, I hate this look. That's why the beard has got to come back, and it's gonna come back. It's just I got a little carried away with the trimming, and it didn't look good, so it just all came off this morning. Diablo, my friend, what have you been up to? It's been a minute since I've seen you in a live stream. Hope you're doing well, Diablo. Diablo del Toro, everybody. You need to, need to welcome him into the live stream. Longtime friend of the channel here, and also loves the old Facebook group, and yeah, just a great, great guy. The no beard makes you look 30. Well, thanks, Trio. Try and add on about 15 to 18 years on that. Somewhere around there, yeah. I mean, 17's probably a good number to add on to there. 15 awesome people checking out the live stream. Thanks, everybody. So we decorated our friend's manure production there. We got it. We got the manure production decorated. Who was the owner of the manure production? I think it was joint. I think it was Spaz, and maybe was it Artemis, or who was it? What did I call it? I called it something. Oh, our ethanol is done producing again. I do. I gotta work till noon tomorrow, Eric. I'm working for one of the other guys I work with. I'm supposed to be off. PCSA. PCSA Manure Shop. It's been decorated a little bit. PCSA Manure Shop. It's got a few little just painting around it. Some vehicular decorations. So it finally looks like it belongs there now. PCS and me. Yeah, there we go, Artemis. PCS, yeah. Well, looks like we need to get some more seed in our seeder here. We will do that. Hopefully make it to the other end of the field. We'll go down to Grandpa's farm and fill up. Oregon trees, my friend. Welcome to my extended version of Calmlands. I should say my extended version of the 200 horsepower challenge that was created by Krusty. We got something like 320 hours on this, or close to it anyway now. There's a lot going on here. I got two pretty good sized farms. We got over 20 some productions and sell points. Well, I should say productions. It don't count the additional sell points. We got decorations galore, and I have only used 2,169 of 4,400 slots. We have a lot more availability of slots. Now, the only thing I could really use up a lot of slots if I'd have equipment for both farms, or separate equipment for both farms, but right now we don't have like equipment for each farm. You have a lot of cornfields, Rusty. We got some Tennessee farmer, but we got to keep Eric D busy. Plus we got Grandpa's farm ethanol. that takes corn. So we got a nice cornfield right there. We do, right there. That will be coming up for harvest. And we're going to have this other big one that we're planting right now. I got the trees on this side of the road right here cut out. You all probably seen that now. So now I want to cut out more trees right there at that intersection right there. I'm always working hard drying corn, right, Eric? That's right, my friend. Could probably put a worker on it now. They should do a fairly decent job. And let's jump to this tractor here. And we need to start picking up some grass. They cut slot count to 3,500 on FS25. 3,500? Wow, then they must have tremendously cut the mods themselves then, or whatever megabytes, whatever you call it, that take up each slot. Man, to drop it that much, wow. That's a lot. They cut slots in half though. Oh, they cut slots in half. Nice, Ronnie. Nice. For the equipment. I thought they were going to increase slot count. Well, even if it's just for equipment, that's nice, because some equipment, you know, can take up quite a bit of slots. Is that going to be for all equipment mods, or? I would assume that's going to be for all equipment mods. Yes, all. Nice. Well, that'll be good. I mean, yeah, that'll be good. It'll be nice. I seen the old Oxygen David Facebook page had a post today. I just noticed it after I got off work. I clicked on the Facebook quick, but I was looking for something else and I didn't go back and read it, but must have some more screenshots of the new map or something. Oh, that got away from the old generation consoles. Why? Oh, yeah, okay, yep. They might have streamlined the coding for the new version. The mending, for the little I did see Tennessee, what I did like was some of the menus. I did like how I saw in Farmer Cop's top 10 tips this morning how you could like adjust how much money you're gonna start with and stuff like that. So that'll be nice, and due to that, situation. Crustu and I have just a minor edit that we have to get agreed upon for the challenge that will be coming out next week. But I think it'll be easy. We've pretty much already got it figured out what we want to do for that. So yeah, I saw that, Ronnie. I did see that in Mr. Steely P's video. We'll have to get this grass field here all refertilized after we get the grass picked up here. Landscaping tools look way easier to use. Yeah, it does kinda. I haven't watched any of the preview videos yet, trying to leave it until Wednesday when we get the game. I am too, Jack Sarge. Like I said, I've only watched two. Mainly two. I watched Farmer Cop's Top 10 Tips that came out very early this morning. I think it was like one of his first videos that came out. And then I watched 3/4 of Mr. Steely P's video about the landscape and build mode. That's really all I've seen. I wanna do what you're gonna do, Jack. I kind of want it to be a surprise to me. I want to do a first look live stream because I think, you know, that's just gonna make the live stream a whole lot better by me being excited about what I see, and then also not only by me seeing it for the first time, but then in the same token, all of you will be feeding me full of information that I don't know, or you'll be helping me through it. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. I don't know if we'll do first look live like that night. It probably won't be till the 13th, probably, I'm gonna guess, is when I'll do a first look live, because I'm not quite sure like what time of day, what time of day we'll actually get it here in the Midwest, to where if I'll be able to do a live stream Tuesday night, or if it'd just be easier to wait till Wednesday night. There's going to be a lot of competing, well, I shouldn't really say competing because we support everybody, but that's just, you know, the smaller channels are going to have a tougher go with the live streams because everybody's going to go watch Farmer Cop, ArgZ, Mr. Steely P, you know, Farm Sim Guy, DJ Goham, which I'm not saying I'm not going to go watch them either, but I'm going to try not to watch as much. You know, when 22 came out, I watched a lot of it. And I would find myself watching the information about FS22 on the TV when I could be playing the game and maybe watching it on my phone. That was before I had my laptop. I wish I would have just played the game. You know, I watched so much of the how-tos and all that back in 22 that it's like I lost so much time of experimenting the game myself. I don't know. I don't know, Jack, if they did or not. I'm sure they improved some of it. There was some pretty neat features about the build mode that I really like what they did with it. Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah. I think that, you know, I really do think that, well, let's just say, watching Mr. Steely P's video about the landscape and build mode really got my mind rolling. Because there's just so much in the build mode, I think, in 25 that is going to be so helpful for like trying for like even like small channels like me. And people say I don't have a small channel, but I have a small channel yet. I mean, we're almost to 2,000, but I'm still a small channel. We got Tennessee Farmer, we got Jack Sarge, we got Ronnie, we got Bruce's Gaming, we got, you know, uh, Grumpy Gray Farmer and Farmer Sam, all small channels that I just think that the new landscape and build mode and what is available in there in FS25 is just gonna really get the minds of the small content creators really rolling. And I think it will be easier for, I shouldn't say easier, but it's just going to be really interesting to see what everybody does with it. Because there was a lot more. I was quite surprised. What I did see of Mr. Sealy P's video, I was quite surprised at the amount of buildable items in that build mode. You know, the ones that you can actually place and construct. I was surprised at how many there actually were available. I didn't think there'd be that many. I really didn't think there'd be that many. Now let's shut that off. We need to check on this guy here. He's still got quite a bit of seed. Almost done with it though. Okay, let's go back. I need to get that front windrower. That I don't know, Jack. I don't know if that's a part of it or not. I don't know. You know, where you could shut it off or turn it on type thing and it won't charge you. That would be nice. Especially for us on console. I do think that even though the challenge that Crustu and I have come up with, that is a really long challenge and gonna be presented as a challenge to be played on any of the 3 default maps, I really think that it's gonna interest you all a lot. Several of you, I think. Because the one thing I will say is the whole point of the challenge is basically how far will you take the challenge. I'll leave it at that until you see it when it comes out this next week. I haven't decided which map I'll choose. I've been saying Riverbend Springs, but that might change once I see the maps, but right now I want to try and do it on Riverbend Springs And I want to try and keep the Asian map for multiplayer. And then I might do something on Sri Lanka. I don't know yet, but for starters, we're going to be doing Riverbend Springs for the challenge, and we will be doing the Asian map for multiplayer for right now until I actually get in there and check them out and see what I like about each one. Artemis says, heck yeah, let build the temple. I just think that Artemis, I just think that the Asian map will be really fun in multiplayer mode. I think the Asian map would be great for multiplayer mode. And that's without seeing it, you know. I just really think that it would be more fun in a multiplayer than would be single player. Same thing with Sri Lanka. I think Sri Lanka would be a great multiplayer too. But I don't necessarily want to do it on Sri Lanka. I'd rather do it on one of the newer ones, you know. Hopefully several of you saw that poll on my YouTube channel. You know, what mod author that makes maps do you think will be the first one to get their map to the mod hub? You know, and if you missed that poll, make sure you go vote. I just think it's going to be interesting to see, because I don't think it's going to be Oxygen David, and I don't think it's going to be Alien Jim. I think it's going to be somebody different for once. And I really think that it's potentially going to be somebody totally off the wall that may have never made a map yet, or it's going to be a map that we haven't even heard about, or it's going to be a conversion map from, you know, one of the maps in 22 that hasn't even, you know, had an update to it in 22. Gaming Joy. You sound like somebody else that put RustyMoney, Jack. I'm like, oh, now come on, people, be real. RustyMoney's sure not gonna have a new map out at the start of 25. It was cool to see, though, that they already have the government sign in there. That is really nice. So that is really nice that, you know, Giants worked with that modder to get that one mod anyway into the mod hub already for people. That was pretty cool to see. I did also like the fact that you could color your buildings. You know, usually Giants don't offer too much of that in their placeables, and so that was nice to see that you could color some of those sheds. And there was actually you know, like a dozen different colors. You sure should be a consultant on a map though, Rusty. You have a cool ideas. Thanks, Jack. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I think what I've done here on Calmlands, I've really enjoyed it, and I hope to find a map in 25 that's new, not converted, hopefully, to where I can do the same thing that I've done here, but different, you know. I really, really have enjoyed how I've played Calmlands this time. I've enjoyed Calmlands 10 times more than I did in the challenge I created when this map came out, which was the donut challenge called the Baker's Dozen. That's where I met our friend Milk That Hen. He took on the challenge and I never had heard about his channel before. Alright, we got a spot right there that didn't get planted I want to fix. Alright, now let's look at the map and just see if there's another one that I didn't see really quick. Oh, looks all pretty covered there. Man, those are some big cornfields, aren't they? Okay, we got that. Man, this planter is dirty too. I'm kind of planning on doing, like, I'd already mentioned it in the last live stream, but I'm still really dead set on doing some occasional turn back time, like Tuesdays or Thursday live streams where we come back to 22 and I work on some of these game saves because I don't think I'm not quite done with them. Alone in the World's missing one thing maybe. Can't remember what it is I have left on Alone in the World. Oh, I need to place another production for the animals, and Alone in the World's done, but I still want to play quite a bit on Deadwood yet, even. So I might do some turn back time Tuesdays or Thursday live streams occasionally. Where is Dust Bunny? Dust Bunny's probably watching Farmer Cop or somebody, I bet, Braxton. But you got me curious now because I think she was in Discord recently. I'm sure she's okay. I hope she's okay. Oh, you're welcome, Braxton. Let's get back to our picker-upper here. Murphy, stop. Murphy in the background back there, you can see him. I seen even Scroft had a first episode out already, but I think it was, you know, it was just a let's play kind of thing. Hey David, what's up, my friend? I had a little bit of a trimming accident this morning, trying to trim the old beard to look good. So so it just had to all come off and we got to start over. Start the regrow all over. Well, that's why it got trimmed, David, is because she said it needed trimmed. And then not only that, but our daughter last night's like, Dad, you need to trim your beard. It looks really bad. So I tried to cut it back because it was getting pretty long. It was getting pretty bushy, and yeah. It's just then I started to trim, you know, and this side looked higher than this side, and it just wasn't going well, so I just cut it all off, and like I'll just grow it all back. And then be more careful about the trimming next time. Yeah, so, yeah. But I do think that FS25 looks really good, my opinion. I think it looks really good. I can't wait to play it. To me, I think it's gonna be my favorite FS. The way it's looking already. Because at the start of 22, I would have rather have went back to 19. What's my favorite sport? My favorite sport is dirt car racing, actually, Braxton, but I am a big fan of the San Francisco 49ers NFL team, so NFL football ranks right up there, but dirt racing, racing on dirt, but racing on dirt, I mean go straight, turn left, go straight, turn left. No road course, no rally cross. Can't stand that. Your old Friday night under the lights dirt racing. Some of the things you might be familiar with would be a series called The World of Outlaws. World of Outlaws 360 sprint cars. Very, very popular. Their opening, I ain't gonna call ceremony, but their opening announcement when they come out to do the feature race, which is the A main. They call it the big show in some occasions. Has a particular theme statement, if you will. That statement is very, very popular and very well known across the racing world and even outside of that. It goes a little something like this. They keep them four abreast. And I can't go on and on. I can't repeat it. I can only repeat it when they say it. Somebody else probably can continue it. And by the end of this statement, they say, and they are the world of outlaws. It's one of those sayings like that puts the hair on the back of your neck, it stands up type deals, you know? Like if you've ever been to one of your favorite sports stadiums, like where I live in the United States, for those that aren't from the United States, I live in the state called Nebraska. Nebraska is one of the very few teams in all of NCAA sports that is ranked near the very, very top for spectator support. The Nebraska Husker football team especially is well known for a particular number of sellout crowds that still is undefeated in the NCAA. As well as it is so difficult. You talk about Husker volleyball at the college level. There is people that traveled all the way from Nebraska, 1,600 miles, to go to Oregon to watch, I think it was Oregon just recently, to watch the volleyball game because they can't get tickets at their own stadium here in Nebraska to watch the Husker volleyball team because they're always sold out. But it's things like that, you know, you go to those places like I haven't been to one yet, but Husker Stadium, Memorial Stadium, has changed their entertainment for um, night football games in the college league. So one of the newest things that they started to do at the night games is they have this drone company. I don't know the name of it, but they have a big old entertainment show with several drones. I say it's really, really cool. And they fly them to the beat of the music and all this, and yeah, it's just, I guess it's really spectacular, let's say. I haven't seen it yet, but several people have. But the whole point there is the world of outlaws. They have a theme song, a theme statement when they come out onto the track. It'll put the hair on the back of your neck, make it stand straight up, give you that little chill of entertainment, chill of the thrill. Oh, Jack Sarge. I'm not sure I commented, but Jack Sarge, it was so great. It was so great. Here, we just got to do this. Oh, it was so awesome, Jack. to see you release an FS video again. Like I've always said, you know, you never know who's watching. You never know who you yourself, Jack, might inspire to start creating videos. And I also do wish you and everybody else the bestest of best wishes there can be. And no matter what times anybody's going through, Tennessee, is it worth going back and playing game? Tennessee Farmer, Ronnie and Bruce, and I can't remember who else right now, Tennessee, have all told me that I need to go back and try 17. And I never have. But they said a time or two, you should just go back and try it. It's not that expensive. At times on PlayStation, it's free to install. But to say there's some really good maps. I just haven't done it because then I'm like, I'll just get hung up playing that. And I won't get back to playing the current, you know. See, there's another one. You should try 17. I told you. I've actually, let's just back that up a little bit further. I actually have came across, I think, several people in the FS community, Jack, prior to the development of 25, or us even knowing we were going to get 25, that FS 17 was their favorite of all. Yeah, there were some beautiful maps on 17. Better yet, FS 15. Jeez, Charles. Biker Mouse, my friend, welcome. How are you doing, bud? Welcome to the live stream. I'm not sure where Dust Bunny is. A lot of people are probably watching FS25, everybody. It's understandable, but I can't play 25, so I don't really want to watch it. Back in FS19 when we knew 22 was coming out, Bruce and I both told each other, you know, I don't know how much I'm going to watch. I think I'll keep it a surprise for my viewers on my own channel. Well, then I know myself, I watched way more than I... Yeah, I watched way too much. Like I talked about earlier in the live stream, anybody new watching, I watched so much that when the game actually did come out, I find myself watching instead of playing the game. So I think here in 25, I'm going to try and keep it a little bit of a surprise to myself and try and cut back a little bit of the watching. Grumpy, welcome. I'm doing fine, Rusty. I'm busy deleting my mod folders and delete 22 at the moment to get my disk clean. Cool, Biker Mouse. Getting all set up and ready. Welcome, Grumpy. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see ya. If you get the chance, Grumpy, give Mrs. Grumpy a hug for me. Not bad. Ain't 25, ain't all that. I don't know what to think about it yet. I haven't watched too much, really. $25 ain't all that what I've watched today. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in perspective, the game, the objects of the game, well, I don't know if you'd want to say the objects or the method of the game is all going to be the same, you know. Like, I can't remember if it was Mrs. Money at one time or one of my daughter or one of my boys saying, "Dad, nothing really changes about the game. You get in a tractor and you drive it back and forth. What is that?" I'm like, well, because you can drive a small one or a medium one or a large one. See what we got in those two fermenting silos. Make sure I got them both activated. Okay, the one down at Grandpa's farm is activated. It's making silage from the straw right now. Okay, Grandpa's ethanol. Look, we've got quite a bit already. I got 16,000 liters of ethanol. We got sorghum meal, soybean meal, canola meal, and what I've also discovered is that Midwest production pack, the ethanol plant thing, this thing right here has got a really nice rate of production. It actually produces pretty quick. They really haven't covered small tractors on 25. I know Rusty will Oh, I will. I got some ideas of what I want to do for videos for 25, you know, like your shorter videos. I got some ideas what I want to do. So far I haven't seen anybody do any of that, but they're totally off the wall ideas too, so they might not think of it. Because there's going to be so many how-to videos of how you feed your cows, how you feed your pigs, how you feed your sheep, which feed's going to give them the most feed. And, you know, I watched all those kind of videos when 22 came out, and I got to the point where there is so many of them, and probably so many different ways to do it that I think that I'm just gonna do it myself and figure it out. The Asian map looks rubbish, says Grumpy. Really? I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. The other thing that I noticed I thought was cool was Mr. Sealy P doing videos at early release. I thought that was cool. 'Cause I don't remember him doing videos at the beginning for early release on 22. Heck, I saw that even like David from 82 Studios was going to do a live stream. I don't know, he might be live streaming right now. I can't remember what time that live stream was supposed to be. Excuse me. So why it didn't pick that up there? Now it did. Yeah, right, Biker Mouse? I felt the same way. I felt the same way. I think that's why I'm trying to lay back a little bit and not watch as much, is because I want that to be exciting. I don't want to go in and know that already I can do this and I can do that and I can do this, and oh yeah, this is how I do that, and I can do this next, and I just figure it out when I get to play the game. If I watch anything else of 22, it might be an occasional visit to a live stream, but I'm not going to stay there. Probably. And I think I'm gonna watch Daggerwind's first episode. That's probably about it for now. We'll see though, because that probably won't happen tonight anyway. And I gotta work in the morning until noon, and then when I get off work, I'm gonna come home, eat lunch, probably play FS22, and probably be working on my game saves off camera just to speed them up some. Gotta read that. On the other hand, he only did and showed a couple of things. No deep dive, so there will be many details we are going to get wrong to get frustrated over, right? Yeah. Okay, got the grass all picked up now, finally. Sweet, we're probably gonna roll into the next day here shortly. Yeah, I watched all 3 of Daggerwind's episodes and I wasn't impressed with it. Only WPW factor was the traffic overtaking you if you're driving slow. That's the one thing I did hear. I did hear that in somebody's part of their live today that I did listen to. Okay, oh, I need to put the front windrower over here. That's what I was gonna do. Excuse me. And then I'll put this back over by the shed here. Should get it washed off, but we'll get it washed off later. Okay, now we need to fertilize that grass field really quick. That won't take long. "16 awesome people checking out the live stream. Thanks, everybody. Please, if you've never seen this game save of mine and you're a new viewer, don't be afraid to put in the chat you've never seen it before, because I really like to drive around and show you everything that I've done here in this almost 320 hours or so now. The main concern for me is that the pool of available machinery is so small. Somebody did mention that Giants potentially will add more ASAP. Are you going to use a starting farm on Riverbend or create your own, Rusty? I think you know me by now, Tennessee, but I would probably say it's gonna be my own. Probably gonna be my own. Probably won't use the starting. Grant, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Let's get a drink here. We'll let that go. We got this old tractor. Let's take a look at the productions. I want to see where we're sitting with all these. Doing okay. Hope all is well for... Yeah, not too bad, Grant. Not too bad. Wow, we got a lot of grass silage up there. Or a lot of grass that can turn to silage at that fermenter. Thanks, Tennessee. Towboat doesn't have any firewood. Krusty's Coffee is still making coffee pods. Got a little bit of dry corn up there at Eric's Corn Dryer. Murphy Sawmill. We do got quite a bit of planks. We're getting some stone statues. Mike's Donuts. We've got some donuts. Oh, what else we got going on here? Okay, we need to make. Oh, we are making sugar. Okay. Joy's Biodiesel. That is still making stuff there. I mean, we got ways to make money when we need it, but we don't need money right now. The ethanol plant is what's really interesting at what we've all got there already. 16,000 liters of ethanol, sorghum meal, diesel, soybean meal, and canola. Got good amounts. Apple trees are doing okay. Open air garden that's got cotton in it. Ooh, it could use some water. Okay. And then we've got lots of manure. We can activate that to start producing. That'll make some more. We could go haul some manure as far that is all the further my worker went. Oh man, why did he only go that far? Let's activate him again. Let's get the truck. There we go. We'll go up to the store here. We're gonna get a trailer for this truck. Alright, let's get a trailer. We got no limits now, so we can get whatever we want. Whatever I want to use anyway. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to go back to that one. Back to my old favorite. And we'll buy this. Oh no. Not this situation again. How did I get it under the last time I had to do this? We had this problem with that other trailer too. There we go. Might have to check out a different truck here later. Oh, I know, right? Collisions. We got to go over here to PCS. Over here to the manure business. Owned by our friend PCS World in Artemis. Or PCS World in Spaz. The semi-truck sounds are amazing. They are? Ooh, that's cool, Tennessee. That's cool. Well, we're gonna go make all kinds of money here. Let's see now. While that loads, where are we at? That's what I figured. He stopped. Okay, let's let that go. Almost there. Ooh, it's empty. Alright, that'll work. How come you didn't get early access to 25, Rusty? Well, because I'm not on PC, probably. And I don't know. I mean, I didn't check my. I probably could have got it for PC, but it ain't gonna do me no good because I'm not gonna use that on my. Whoa, laptop. Better welcome, Gary. Gary, my friend, welcome. Hey, the worker turned around. Cool. I got like almost 320 hours on this game save now, Gary. Right, Grumpy? But, you know, if anybody on console should have it or deserves it on console early, it's Mr. Sealy P. It don't bother me one bit that he got it early. I actually am excited that he got it early. His video is one of them that I watched. $416,000. We'll take that. Sweet. Oh, we just ran over some crop. Shouldn't give it to one and not to another. Well, that's true too, but like, you know, Mr. Sealy P's been trying to get early access just for supporting the console community for a long time, and nobody would give it to him. Alright, let's put this one here in the shed. And let's get back to this guy. Your content is better. Well, thanks, Grumpy. Appreciate that, Grumpy. You took this map to a whole new level, right? Gary, have you seen it all? I mean, have you seen it all? I don't know if you've seen it all. If you haven't seen it all, let me know there in the chat, because I'm about to wrap it up here anyway. It'll be a good way to wrap it up, because I need to get some sleep before work in the morning. No, this is the first night in a while. Alright, Gary, we will do a little tour with you, Gary, quick. This Dute's tractor right here, Gary, was the first big purchase, I should say, the first bigger tractor I was able to get in the 200 horsepower challenge. This thing's got almost 65 hours on it. So, let's get the Jeep. I started the 200 horsepower challenge down here. I started the 200 horsepower challenge down about right here with a tent, a Pioneer tent, and that fermenting silo standing there. And then we built the plateau farm through this journey. I think most everyone started there. Really. Let's go clear to the top. We'll go clear to the top and we'll come down to the bottom. Most all the sell points or productions I named, if I could name them. So they're mainly all named and named by other people that did the challenge or moderators of the channel. Or this is what I own, Gary. Once it gets to it here. I own all of the green. And this 200 horsepower challenge was the first challenge, Gary, that I've ever done via multiplayer mode. And I did it via multiplayer mode so I could transfer money from the bank to the farm for free landscaping. Everything else is bought and paid for. It works really nice. The only thing I don't like about it is you don't get the statistics in, you know, for everything that you've done. So you got to go back out, go to career mode, look at your statistics, and then go back to multiplayer mode. So we'll go clear over here. Clear over here is the furthest one. I thought you owned the whole map at some point. No, not yet, Tennessee. Not yet. Over here we got Krusty's coffee shop. Had to put down a coffee shop. So you got employee parking out front. You got employee parking out front. Employee parking here in the back. Customer parking out front. We got our delivery truck there backed up to the coffee building. We got outside little coffee picnic area. And then we go over here to Farmer Mike's Donuts. Farmer Mike on YouTube did this challenge. So this is Farmer Mike's Donut Shop. We got quite a bit of donuts right there. We need a Tennessee farmer something on this map. Oh, we can make that happen eventually, Tennessee. Then we got Gaming Joy, Joy's bioindustry plant up here. So Gaming Joy owns this bioindustry plant. Got decorations and stuff, an office building, a shed. Then we got Grumpy Gray's Sugar Shack. Grumpy Gray farmer making us sugar at his sugar shack. And then clear up here at the top, we got Eric D. Eric's Corn Dryer business. And then from there we go down to about the middle of the map and over to the far production point. And over here at these production points we've got Dust Bunny stones and statues. We've got Northern Farm Sims Coffee Bean Company. We got Zorch's Grain Mill. And we've got, what's the name of it? Oh, PCSA's Manure Shop. Over this way. And then below these businesses, I got Farmer Murphy Sawmill and Farmer Sam's Pallet Company. Casey, welcome, my friend. So here's Dust Bunny stones and statues. We can drive around the back of it there. Got a few other extra decorations back here. Right next to Stones and Statues by Dust Bunny. Then we've got Northern's Magic Bean Company for coffee beans right here. And then we've got PCSA's Manure Shop right here. Just got off work and saw that you were online. Alright, Casey. Yeah, I'm just thinking about going to bed. And then we got Zorch's Grain Mill. Down below here, then we've got Farmer Murphy Sawmill and Farmer Sam's Pallet Company. I really like how these two blended together. So here's Farmer Murphy Sawmill right there on the right hand side, and then Farmer Sam's Pallet Company on the left. A lot of decorations. And then we can take this slope. I was surprised you were on at this hour. Well, I'm going to bed here real soon. I'm starting to feel that 4 o'clock in the morning wake up. That's how long I've been awake today. I couldn't sleep. So then here we got this back side of the farmyard. Some storage sheds, open air garden, making cotton. The farmyard building area right here, fermenting silo, towboat fishes firewood right there on the left hand side, multi-fruit silo. We got some cows, Then I just got 3 other plateaus with buildings there. Old brick barn, 2 small sheds, and then the tiny house and shed up here. And then if we go down here to the bottom of the map, I got a sell point area, and a sell point area, Grandpa's farm, some fields. Sell point area is right over here. So we got Towboat Fish's firewood sell point right here on the right hand side. And Jack Sarge's roadside stand right there. Bruce's Gaming's ag sales right here. And we got Farmer Dave's marketplace. Holy buckets, I wouldn't even recognize this as Calmlands. Oh, you haven't seen it all, Casey. You came late to the party, my friend. I got a forage dealer sell point back here. And we go across here to Grandpa's farm. We got a slurry yard back down there. You can see it in the distance. I ain't gonna drive down there. It's just a slurry yard. And then we got Grandpa's farm here on the left hand side. We'll drive into Grandpa's farm. Grandpa's farm right here. Grandpa and Grandma's house over there, you can see in the background. Across from that, what do you think about? I don't get into the political thing. I should. We got pigs right here on this side of the big white barn. Sheep right there on the other side of the big white barn. And then we got cows right next to the sheep. And then we got a big old chicken coop right here. And then I got various storage buildings and stuff. And some apple tree orchards. A building there. A building over there. But Grandpa's farm. An ethanol plant. Across from Grandpa's farm is Grandma's marketplace. No, Gary. I think it's the one that holds... it holds more than that. It holds 5,000 chickens. It's Chicken Barn XL. X X-ray L Lincoln for extra large. 5,000 chickens. Looks like so. Oh, just a little off. But I put in a marketplace for Grandma right here, so Grandma can come sell her apples from the apple tree orchard, and we got a place to sell the chicken eggs, and just some decorations there. Then you go back up to the farm. The farm is up here, of course, and I'll do something else here. Whoop, took out the fence. Alright, now let's put this in the shed here. Okay, we'll go into this mode here. So here's the pallet company and sawmill right here for like Gary and Casey watching, if you're still watching, Casey. There's the sawmill and pallet company. And then we got 4 different productions here. Definitely probably the best gameplay out of the 200 horsepower challenge. Thanks, Grumpy. Got a stone production, coffee bean production, a manure production, and a grain mill all right here. All of them decorated. And then if we go up the road, then and across the map, we'll go to the coffee shop. Coffee shop's over here. Here is Krusty's coffee shop. Employee parking, or I said it again. Customer parking out front, employee parking in the back. Coffee delivery truck right there. Alright, Grumpy, we'll see you, buddy. A little coffee picnic area. And then we got Farmer Mike's donut shop right here, making donuts with some decorations around everything. And then Gaming Joy's Bioindustry up here with some different decorations and stuff. And then we got Grumpy's Sugar Shack right here. And Eric's Corn Dryer up here. And the PDA looks like this. So far. So a lot there. A lot there. But I'm going to move this, because I think we got done with that. Thanks, Gary. The manure will be done producing. We'll have to shut that off. Gonna move that into the next day. We'll have to shut that manure off because it'll be done. Alright, yep, it's maxed out. Shut the manure off. All kinds of money there to sell. This is done with the straw silage. We can turn the grass silage on now. And this one's done with the straw. We'll turn the we'll turn grass silage on there. And then let's take a look. I don't think I probably have any fields ready to harvest. I just don't think we will. Yeah, nothing up here. Nothing surrounding the farm here ready. So I don't think we got any harvests ready yet. But I think I'm going to end it there, everybody, so I can get some sleep. So if you've enjoyed the live stream or the gameplay here on Calmlands, please make sure you drop a tasty treat on that like button, which is better known by myself as a cop battery and by you all people as a delicious donut. Don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts with all our friends and family by sharing the videos and the live streams from the channel. But from myself, RustyMoney, we'll see you all on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks, Casey. Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Grumpy. Thanks, Artemis. Thanks, Tennessee. Thanks, Ronnie and Lonnie. Thank you, Grant. Thank you, Biker Mouse. Thank you, Jack Sarge and Charles and Braxton and David. Thank you. But we will see y'all later, everybody. Have a good one.